Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. So this pick a card reading is a channeled pick a card message, a random message, a what you need to know now message, a message where anything can come out. So we're going to go with the flow of these energies and see what exactly comes out. We have group number 1, peacock energy, group number 2, golden egg, group number 3, oyster. Pause the video if you have to see which group you're resonating with. Of course, timestamps are always located in the description box below. I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. You guys selected the peacock energy. Immediately upon looking at the peacock energy, I find myself feeling in a cheerful mood, like something about party favors or putting the party hat on, or like the whole shake your tail feather vibe. Like when it comes to this group, I'm getting the importance of letting loose. The importance of letting loose, the importance of having a good time, the importance of not being so uptight. When it comes to this group, I'm getting, say for example, most of you have been working on something. So say most of you have been working on your fitness or you're trying to achieve a certain goal. And lately you've been so like consumed by achieving the goal to where it feels like you're watching paint dry. It doesn't seem like you're seeing a lot of progress, and that's because you're too focused or held on too tight. And it's like your life needs more variety. Your life needs more diversity. So when it comes to the peacock energy, I'm getting the importance of like you adding more flavor in your life, adding more texture in your life, or adding more things in your life. Because this is bringing me to say the importance of being detached when it comes to say a goal. Because when we're too attached to an outcome, we can manifest against ourselves in the sense that say you want a thing to happen and every day you get up and it appears that nothing has happened, even though major changes are happening, but they're happening under the surface, or they're happening so small to where, or minute to where it seems like nothing is happening. But it's a matter of a thing building up momentum and then boom, before you know it, you see the outcome. It's like something slowly rolling downhill and then it picks up speed and towards out of control, like you can't stop it. And I get when it comes to this group, you guys are in the beginning stage of some kind of manifestation, but it's like you're watching things too close, you're too attached. So what I was saying earlier about being too attached and how it gets in the way of manifestation is like when we're too attached and it's like every day you get in the mirror, every day you get up and you look in the mirror or you get on the scale and the pounds don't seem to be going anywhere and you get emotional and overwhelmed, and that triggers you to eat or it triggers you to stress, and then the stress or the eating completely goes against what it is that you're trying to do. Or maybe you're working on a side hustle or working on making something happen and it's like the progress is not happening how you like, and then you feel like it's a waste of time, you discourage yourself, you talk yourself out of it, you don't do it. And it's like that's because like you're too attached to the outcome. So the best way to me to detach from the outcome is not to just get up and say like, oh, I don't care, but it's like needing more variety, needing more things to like distract you. And it's not looking at things like, oh, this is a distraction. It's like genuinely adding more things into your life that brings you joy, more things into your life that is enjoyable, so that you don't have to be so focused on the thing that you're trying to achieve, so that when the thing that you're trying to achieve happens, it's like it feels like it happened overnight, but it hasn't. It didn't just happen overnight. It took some time, but you were so busy doing other things while also incorporating this thing, to where it's like it wasn't as emotionally overwhelming or exhausting, as it could be, because like you're obsessing over a thing. When it comes to, say, overall energy, we have the Emperor energy here. So the Emperor energy, deals with the number 4, and the number 4 deals with stability. It deals with foundation. When I think about the Emperor energy, I think about, say, having some kind of being disciplined. I think of being disciplined when it comes to the Emperor or the number 4 energy. The importance of being committed and focused in order to make something happen is like, in order for the Emperor to get to where the Emperor is, someone who is respectable, someone who is trustworthy, like the Emperor had to show consistency. And it goes back to that saying, consistency builds trust. So when it comes to, say, the overall energy, it's like this need for stability, trying to build a foundation, trying to make something happen. And the challenge is the 3 of Cups in the reversal position. So the 3 of Cups in the reversal position showing up as a challenge for me brings me to say it's like working hard towards something and feeling like you're so far away from like the celebration, from the end goal. It's like, to me, I think of like a person feel like they're working for no reason, or they're doing something for no reason, or something is a waste of time, or there not ever being an opportunity to say like, wow, this happened or this worked out. And that's what's in the challenging position. But it brings me back to the message that I was giving earlier. When it comes to, say, life, like we've been conditioned to see failure as an end goal, where it's like whenever we're doing a thing and we run into difficulties or challenges, that's just the universe instructing us on the way. That's just the universe saying, go right, go left, do this, do that. That's all that is. So with this card in the reversal position, to me, you might be taking instructions as failure and giving up prematurely, or considering giving up something prematurely, when no, like keep going when it comes to whatever it is that you're working on. Keep going. Be steadfast when it comes to what you're doing, and keep going, not giving up. It brings me to say like when I first started YouTube, how I would sporadically create content. Like I would have moments when I would just create a whole bunch of content, and then I would disappear for a little bit and create a whole bunch of content and disappear for a little bit. And it wasn't until Nipsey Hussle passed, and I didn't know Nipsey Hussle when he was alive, or I wasn't aware of him. When he passed, I remember watching an interview, and someone asked him, what's the formula for success? And he said, there is no formula. So, it's a marathon. You got to get started and don't stop. And that it clicked for me. It did something for me. And from that moment, like I got started creating content and I didn't stop. And it brings me to this line in this song that I really like, where it's like, don't ever stop if you want to be on top, B. So it's like, that's what I'm getting for this group. It's like, start and don't stop. Don't worry about like what you're going to do like a week from now, a month from now. Just show up every day and be open, and the universe will show you what needs to be done and what you got to do to move forward. And I love these energies for you, because in the unexpected position is Temperance. So to me, unexpectedly, you probably lack balance right now. You're not sure what to do, or something about portion. It's like doing too much of one thing or the next, and not knowing exactly like how to go about doing something. But to me, even that is a part of the process. Even that is a part of it. And I love how the 2 end cards is in the upright positions and both major arcanas, the Emperor and Justice. And Justice is in the position of blessing. So this tells me that your hard work will not go unnoticed. Your hard work will not be for no reason. Like justice will prevail, meaning that things will balance and work out in your favor. So it's like Temperance deals with balance, but then Justice deals with balance anyways. So to me, it is from the imbalance and the struggle is where you will gain balance and understanding, and trust and believe that the struggle that you're experiencing is also a part of your testimony, your ability to relate to others, and even make whatever it is that you're trying to create so much better. When it comes to this group, I love your reading because I'm getting the feeling of like, say, someone who is destined, someone who is on a path that feels destined. And when I say on a path that feels destined, I feel like my path is destined. I know my path is destined. And what I mean by that is you guys could relate to going through certain things in your past where things could have went south for you big time many times. And it's like something showed up and saved you. Yes, you've been through hard times or bad things, but the bad things were necessary, and there were certain situations where things could have go far south, like I said, and something showed up and saved you, redeemed you, and it's like, damn, like I am not responsible for this. Like, I didn't do all of this by myself. But with the earthworm energy being the spirit animal to close out the reading and to guide you moving forward when it comes to this current energy that you're in, the earthworm is bringing me to the importance of being grounded, of being rooted, of being still. still. But what I love about the earthworm energy is how it shows regeneration, how sometimes we have to lose certain parts of ourselves and grow in new parts of ourselves. So it's like not being afraid to shed skin, or certain things happen to us where we lose a part of ourselves, where it appears that the earthworm lost a part of its body, but something stronger and better grew in that will equip it when it comes to its journey. So when it comes to group number 1, you guys just need to trust the process, trust your purpose, trust the journey that you're on. If anything, commit yourself to understanding yourself better so that when luck or opportunity presents itself, you'll be prepared, because what a lot of people is lacking when it comes to preparation is self-awareness, knowing themselves to know enough to get out of their own ways, or to know enough not to sabotage certain situations when they present themselves. Group number 1, this was such a pleasure. If you would like to book a reading with me or check out my exclusive weekly pick-a-card readings only on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a red heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hello, group number 2. You guys selected the golden egg. And when it comes to this pick a card reading, this channeled message, what you need to know now, just anything can come out type of reading. So when it comes to, say, the golden egg, my attention immediately went towards this thing, the hay, the grass, or the nest that the egg is in for the first time. Instead of focusing on the egg itself, my focus is on the nest. And what I'm getting when it comes to, say, focusing on the nest, it's like something about your comfort zone. It's like something about like being too cozy where you are, or too comfortable in your situation. And some of you probably do not want to hear that, because you're like, I am not comfortable in my situation. I am far from comfortable. But trust me, you are too cozy. You are too comfortable. Like in my culture, we have a saying where it's like the person already reached where they're supposed to go already. Meaning, but it's not meant to, it's not in a good way. It's almost like a person is so comfortable where they are, like they lack ambition, they lack growth, they lack motivation. When it comes to this group, like with the nest, it's like you guys are so comfortable where you are. And when I say comfortable where you are, meaning that you might be annoyed with your situation, you want better, but at the same time, it's like you haven't gotten to the point yet where you're so fed up. To the point where you're so fed up and you can't take it anymore. Because trust me, there is a blessing in being fed the F up and being fed the hell up. And there's a blessing in being tired of being sick and tired, or sick and tired of being tired. Like there's actually a blessing in all that. Like I think about the person who is like, okay, an example. I think about like, say, maybe the person who has an addiction. And they have an addiction, but they have family members who pretty much take turn in enabling them, because the family members feel guilty in like abandoning them, when in all reality the abandonment is what is necessary for a person to really hit rock bottom and realize that, you know, there's no more falling. They've hit the lowest point, and now they build themselves back up, and realizing that they're resilient, realizing that they got this, realizing that they could depend on themselves, and realizing that there's a power, there's a force within the universe that has their back, that's supporting them, that's guiding them. But it's like the person's not been in the position yet where they have to jump and realize that their wings work. So when it comes to group number 2, yeah, you guys, like, group number 2, like, don't take it personal, but like, yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. You're dealing with a situation that you're frustrated with, but you're too comfortable, and that's the problem. So it's like the person in the relationship, and it's like they might be mistreated, or they might want more or whatever, but they're too comfortable to like put their foot down and do something about it. It brings me to the thought of the person who is, say, in a relationship and it's come to the point where they're homeless because of their partner's decision. And it's like, that's when they realize, you know what, like, I'm no longer going to put up with this. I got to do better. I deserve better. But it's like, and I'm not wishing for anybody to get to no hard point or a hard time or anything like that. I'm just saying that when it comes to this group, you guys are very blessed. You guys are very blessed. You guys are highly blessed, favored, and really supported. The universe loves and supports you. But when it comes to this group, it brings me to say a person who might have a lot of trines in their chart, a lot of favorable aspects. And it's like from the favorable aspects in their chart, it's like enough friction isn't created in their life to push them out, to encourage them to like do certain things. You know, it's like I said, it's like, you know, growing up in the family, and it's like a person might feel like, my family don't help me, my family don't do anything for me, but who do you live with? You know, it's that kind of vibe. It's like, my family is this, my family is that, but like, they just helped last week, they just helped last month. And it's like, I don't want to give nobody a hard time or whatever, but like, I'm just going to keep it 100. Like, that's how spirit is sending it out. And I feel like if people like always told me what I wanted to hear my whole life, like, I would have been a mess. So I'm going to read the message the way how it's coming out. And if you're super thin skinned and you can't take it, like, you know what to do. But it's like, yeah, group number 2, you guys are super blessed. You guys are super supported, and you're frustrated right now, or you may be annoyed or a little bit annoyed and want better. And it's because, like, you know, things are too comfortable. I'm not saying things need to get hard in order for you to make things happen. But what I am saying is for you to get to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. This is what I'm going to do. Like, and I could relate to this energy in the sense, like, I remember when, like, I would get up and eat certain things that I know that I shouldn't be eating. But at the same time, it would taste so good to me and would be so comforting for me. And it's like I would literally eat, and there was a part of me that would low-key wish that I had like a negative health reaction to the thing. So that would be the reason why I stopped. I swear to you. So like, trust me, I know all about this energy for those of you who can relate. When it comes to the overall energy, you have the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands overall, this brings me to say lacking motivation to take action. It's like having, it's like getting bursts of inspiration or whatever to take action, but lack the motivation to take action. And I feel like a lot of the times why we lack the motivation to take action is because already we don't already have good habits. We don't already have good habits. We don't already have good habits. So to me, it's something about like to work on this energy is to develop good habits for yourself, or start yourself on some kind of a routine, or start yourself on some kind of a plan. But something needs to happen in order to take action. And like I said, the motivation is lacking. And sometimes, like, when things aren't that bad, it's like there's not enough of a reason to do anything about it. When it comes to challenges, we have the 10 of Swords in the upright position. So when it comes to the 10 of Swords in the upright position, I'm getting someone having a hard time letting go or walking away from something. It's like something is clearly not working, or something is clearly dead, or something has clearly come to an end. But the challenge is accepting that ending, accepting that loss. So a lot of you guys who selected this group could be strong Taurus energy, Virgo energy, Taurus, Virgo, life path number 9, life path number 4, or birthday number 4, birthday number 9, birthday number 2, month, year, core numbers, whatever. But those are some energies that I'm picking up. Like I mentioned, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, I'm getting also. Gemini energy, I'm getting also. When it comes to say what's unexpected when it comes to this message is the King of Pentacles in the upright position, in the reversal position. So when it comes to unexpected, I see the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So some of you might have been getting supported by a father figure or mother energy, and it's like that support is being withdrawn, or something is being withdrawn when it comes to say some kind of a King of Pentacles. This could have been someone in your life who is a steady, stable support, and it's not necessarily that they're not supporting you anymore, but something about their energy probably feels withdrawn. Or this brings me to say when I used to always run, go telling certain family members, 2 family members that I really looked up to, sharing certain plans and ideas with. And I would always go run and tell them whatever I got planned or I'm trying to do. And after a while, they got sick of hearing it. And they would be like, Kathy, just do something already. Like, they were sick and tired of hearing that shit. Like, just do something already. And I would feel so offended because it's like just their whole energy made me feel like, here she comes again with the BS. Like, and I would feel like such a loser. And it's like, yeah, I had all these dreams, but the issue for me at the moment was that I was entertaining everything but what I'm doing now, which is where my heart is, or where my heart has always been. So I feel like that might be a thing for you guys, where it's like you want to entertain everything but what you're truly passionate about. And for that, like, you know, you find yourself thinking up a lot of things but not starting anything because there's no genuine interest there. And when it comes to, say, the Queen of Swords in the reversal position, I think of like someone undecided. And to me, undecided because what it is that you're supposed to be doing is not what it is that you're doing. And that's actually a blessing because it's saving you from wasting your energy, wasting your money, or investing in something that's just not worth it. When it comes to the spirit animal that will guide you moving forward when it comes to being within this energy, we have the bat. And the bat brings me to the importance of like listening, empathic listening. But to me, it's not even listening to other people. It's listen to yourself. Like, listen to what you keep repeating. Listen to what you keep saying. And ask yourself, like, are you speaking from the heart, or are you acting like some kind of a robot, like regurgitating something over and over again? Like, listen to yourself. Like, what's coming to mind is someone saying, when's the last time you listened to yourself? Or are you not used to people listening to you because you're not making any sense? Like, I'm not saying that about you guys, but like, that's just how it's coming out. Like, when it comes to this group, like, I get the feeling of like being real stern and direct, because it almost feels like, you know, a lot of you guys who selected this group have been BSing yourself and wasting your time, and certain people who used to support your ideas or whatever, it's like they're falling off, and it's not because they don't believe in you, but at the same time, it's like they feel disappointed every time you say you're going to do something and don't do it, or they feel crazy for believing in you when you don't follow through. So it's like, don't take it personal, but I've been there, and we actually need that ish. So with the bat as a spirit animal, it's like, get away from the distractions. Get away from the distractions in the sense that, you know, pay attention to the people and the things in your life that might be influencing you to go one way opposed to going the way that's really true to your heart. And kind of get silent, get reflective, like bust your journal out and vent, like be honest. When it comes to this group, I'm getting the importance of being transparent and really honest with yourself, because trust and believe, we have the ability to lie to ourselves in ways that we couldn't even imagine. And I've done it to myself and didn't even know I was doing it to myself when I found myself pursuing certain career paths or degrees and things like that. So, you know, when it comes to this message group number group number 2, it's important for you to become aware and understand yourself on a deeper level, because that will definitely help you to get out of your way. It was such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a reading with me or check out my weekly exclusive pick a card readings only on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. Please let me know how you resonate with this message if you do, or let me know you're here with me by dropping me an orange heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hello, group number 3. So you guys selected the oyster energy, and for the first time, my attention is going towards these lines around the oyster energy, and it makes me feel like the oyster is vibrating. It's like an egg that's vibrating because something is about to hatch. So it's like, it makes me think of, like, say, the oyster vibrating because it's in the process of either creating the pearl, or it's about to, like, open up like a flower blooming and give birth to this new aspect of yourself. When it comes to this group, I get the feeling that you guys have been through some hardship or experienced some hard times. And I mean, if you let everybody tell it, everybody has been through some hardship. Everybody has been through some hard times. Like, everybody has had it rough in their own way based on whatever they perceive rough to be. But when it comes to you, group number 3, yeah, like, you've experienced that phase. It's like, say, seasons, and we have like winter, summer, spring, fall. It's like you're exiting a tough season, meaning that I remember going through a certain time in my life where it felt like nothing it felt like I could do nothing right. It just felt like I would and I was younger then, of course, but it just felt like I would just keep getting in trouble after trouble after trouble. And at this time of my life, it would be some legal trouble that I would get myself into also. So it's like, whether it dealt with my car or whatever, like it just felt like it was just shit after shit type of vibe, forgive my language. But I feel like you guys may have exited a phase like that in your life. And what I'm getting when I think of the oyster energy, I'm thinking about, like, when we're in the last year of, like, high school or middle school or whatever, but you're at the end of a certain cycle within your life. And it's a matter of, like, reflecting on all that you've learned. And depending on what you've learned will determine whether you go to the next level in life or not. And when it comes to going to the next level, what the next level looks like is less drama. And the reason why the next level looks like less drama, because you won't keep making the same mistakes. You won't keep hanging out with the same people. You won't keep making the same dumbass decisions, is what I'm getting when it comes to this group. So it's like you guys have pretty much just transitioned out of a certain time within your life. And it's like with the pearl energy in the middle, the pearl energy reflects, like, how much you've grown, what you've learned, how much value you have to give based on the level of experience you've gained from all that you've been through. So when it comes to this group, like, I'm getting a really good feeling about this group, because I'm getting the feeling that you have something to look forward to. It's like you've put the work in. This could also reflect the person who, you went to school and you did what you needed to do, and now you're about to enter the workforce. And not only are you entering the workforce with the knowledge that you gained in school, but also some personal experience that's going to really help you to niche down in a specific field that will make you appear to, like, excel past your peers, because, and not even appear, make you excel past your peers because you're niching down. Like, I think about, say, a whole class of students who went to beauty school. And there was one student in beauty school who only knew how to braid, and probably braid a certain style, where everybody else did well, doing a bunch of other things. But the one left beauty school and focused only on braiding and made a killing because they became known specifically for this one thing. So whenever people thought of this one thing, they thought of them. This brings me to, like, being in LA and coming across this lady who was only good at roller sets. Like, that's what she was good at. And based on the world that I came from, doing here in Florida, where the girls, they could cut hair and do crazy weaves, and like that's where it was popping. Where with this girl knowing how to do killer roller sets and treatments, like she had her clientele and just entourage of people who followed her and support her and took pride in their long, beautiful, healthy hair. And she was always busy, like if she chose to work from Saturday to Saturday, like she was always busy, where everybody else weren't as busy, where she wasn't as diverse as far as her skills. She pretty much only could do the roller set and the treatment, but she was popping. So when it comes to this group like that, I feel like somebody needed to hear that story, in the sense that when it comes to your peers, you might find that you don't have as much goodies or skills in your bag, but it's a matter of like focusing in on what it is that you have, because there's a huge group of people that want that one thing and like the fact that you're not dibbling and dabbling into everything else. It makes them feel special to be a part, to be a part of the group, to be a part of the community and whatever it is that you have to offer. I love your cards coming out. So we have the Two of Swords in the reversal position. So overall, you need to make a decision. To me, needing to make a decision, meaning that you need to make a decision that doesn't require emotions or seeing. You need to make a logical decision. A simple, logical decision needs to be made, or that's what you're doing. The challenge is, though, that you don't have faith when it comes to this thing. So again, this brings me to say that lady, like I said, straight out of beauty school, she could only do one thing. And maybe at one point she saw it as a crutch, as a handicap. But then over time, like, first of all, because of the way she was doing these women hair, it was healthier. There wasn't a lot of heat. There wasn't a lot of tension. So from that alone, their hair is going to naturally be healthier, because it's not experiencing mechanical or tension or traction damage. So hands down, their hair was healthier from how she approached their styling. And then the next thing is, like, these women were minimalistic when it came styling. It wasn't about styling for them, it was about health. So on top of them already being conscious about their hair in that way, I bet that they were also making decisions to eat a certain way and do certain things that also aid in their hair growth, where they probably thought, oh, it's her hands that's growing their hair, where it's like, yes, her good energy matters, but I always told my clients in the salon, your hairdresser is like your doctor. When you go to the doctor might diagnose you or give you tips on having optimal health. But your good health has everything to do with the decisions you make when you leave here. So your good hair has everything to do with the decisions you make when you leave here, because how often do you see your hairdresser? So what I'm saying is, with that lady, the clients were also aiding in their good hair, but didn't even realize that they were supporting their growth and health and everything. And she got all the credit because that's all she was known for. That was her only focus. So with the judgment energy, I'm getting that you might not have faith within yourself because you feel like you need to have more. You feel like you need to bring more to the table when there is something that you do that is unique and different. And if only you were to niche down and just focus on that one thing that you do, things would be amazing. And when it comes to unexpected, we have the Two of Cups. So with the Two of Cups, I love how, like, the Two of Cups talks about, like, things merging together, something coming together. So it's like you focusing on that thing, whatever that thing is, things will come together for you. And when I look at the blessing, we have the Emperor. So the blessing is that you will have the security, you will have the stability, you will build the foundation you need. You will have the discipline to move forward. And what I love when I'm picking up with the energies of this group is that the distraction, you won't have the distraction because you're trying to focus on so many things, because you're trying to be diverse, because you're trying to be like everybody else who appears to be skilled in this, that, and the next. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, things look good here for you guys. Things look good here for you guys. And it just goes to show that all of the hard work or whatever struggle or strife you've been through is really beneficial for you. Ooh, wow. When it comes to the spirit animal, Guiding group number 3, as long as you're within this energy, moving forward, we have the lion. And I love this for you because the lion is talking about the importance of standing 10 toes down and having courage. Courage is what's necessary moving forward. So when it comes to this group, you're already equipped and ready to go. You're equipped and you're ready to go. You just need to have some courage. You just need to trust in yourself and just expect for things to work out as long as you keep moving forward. And regardless of what goes wrong or what appears to go against you or not go your way, it is important that you know that you're being supported. It is important that you know that you're being supported. And if you find that you're procrastinating, it's important for you to reflect on yourself, get to know yourself on a deeper level so you can see what are some things that are getting in your way, whether it's conscious or unconscious, and how you can work on these things so you could not keep getting in your way and move forward and go after everything that is in store for you. Group number 3, such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a reading with me or check out my exclusive weekly pick a card readings only on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. I would love to hear how you resonate with this message if you do, or please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a yellow heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.